hummingbird needs no legs to fly. We've all been blessed with wings of our own.
Recognize the patterns that emerge when the self-righteous herb strikes a maladapted nerve. Had the urge to snap and leave him fractured on the curb. I recall the confrontation, but the aftermath's a blur. Deterred by a Venus wrapped in furs that saw the ring and aimed to sabotage my happy ever afterwards. In dark moods, she'll remove your heart using sharp tools. Feed you to the sharks, leave you bleeding on the bar stool. Leave the fruit alone. Go pet the dog with 3 heads on a leash in front that's chewing on a human bone. And dream about Elysian fields where you used to roam. A new day dawning and the promise of your future home. It's scorched earth outside, more than I can stomach. Lit a stick with fire stolen from the highest summit. Somewhere in the furnace sweating out the toxins, where snake oil merchants peddle rebel angel doctrines. There's no place like home base. Maneuver through a soulscape, stone-faced, moving at my own pace. Dodging pitfalls and titans while they clash. Plucking wings off of hummingbirds and fighting over scraps.
Many questions are still unanswered. How do they find their way? Do they navigate by the sun and stars?
We've all been blessed with wings.
As we walk in, welcome to my habitat. You're free to watch the spin doctor spin in Stetson hazmats. You can check my ass cap, take a lap around my lap, take a ride inside the mad mind of Gandalf Pendergrass. Gobstoppers, everlasting flavor countries where I'm at. Used to be the Reds in Mangalore, Ganesh, I buy a pack. No use in denying facts. The truth is I'm lying back and letting life arrive on God's almanac. Rewind the track to find the sum. I use it as a rule of thumb. Time it used to bruise me with its lacking nature. Give me some, but I'm an eternal being, so keep it charity it seems. My nature's on the side of cherished rarities and particle beams. The article genuine, gentleman, genteel giant with a way to a means. Making my way no matter the day, no matter the time, it's in my genes. Divine steam, precise aim with a crystal beam. Cut a man down with a missile stream. Spit like a hummingbird beak and lean in when I grip my teeth. Is this a dream?
Projected on the inner screen of clay figurines. There's no place like home base. Trying to find a path through an underworld of hungry ghosts fighting over scraps.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
The important thing is to get out there and learn to see, to look, and to enjoy.
We've all been blessed with wings.
This can turn any metal into gold.
Well, yes.
I have already found the secret of this powerful force.
I would like to show you how this principle works on a human being.
Then you take him down to the cellar.
It sure is a spooky place.
What's down there?
Monkey paws, shrunken heads, esoteric Boy Scouts in aprons in the red fez. Keepers of a Eden snake's knowledge of pharaoh secrets that trace their lineage to high priests in Egypt. The Babel Tower builders, knowers and initiates, solving quantum Rubik's cubes, decoding arithmetic. Something about the general vibe made my knee jerk. The alchemist pursuits led to gain of function research. Kill your morbid fascination with the strange and the sickly trees that sprang from the offspring of Cain. You'll know them by their fruits or lack thereof. Identify the weeds, gain the ground, and pull them by the roots like hair plugs. Bald-faced lies, power-driven golems in the cave, hoarding pseudo-knowledge of the cosmic algorithm. With statecraft ties and all-seeing eagle eyes. Be advised, careful who and what you deify. I heard your allegory shrouded the eternal, but peeled the layers back and found a nihilistic kernel. Ego-based mystery for mystery's sake. Counter to the highest tide, pulling fish from this lake. Take it slow, hold my head below the H2O, where lotuses and lilies grow in golden ratios. Far from the futurist, transhuman new religion, and charlatans passing off their hubris as wisdom. We below, seeking gold, deep below, thumbing through the secret scrolls, watching crows and salamanders decompose. The sweetness of a rose should be your only goal. Joyful tears that flood the dry earth to feed your lonely soul. Pay no mind to curiosities and sphinx riddles. Grimoires, coded language, and magic sigils, and leave the hive minded to their solemnmost in secrecy. Beneath the tree of polar opposites and lower frequencies. I believe in miracles, but not magic bullets, and approach my soapbox pulpit with monastic focus. A tiny fraction of this whole galactic magnum opus, watching globalists scour the planet like a plague of locusts. It's death from above across the globe. Philosophic pyrite, they turn to lead for death squads to lock and load. Hard to transmute the rage pressure breeds when they murder all our prophets and fill their pockets with gold.
In the beginning
What's the word?
Strange bird calls and gently echoing space.
Let's dig until we hit the bedrock. Life is but a dream, a way station to the next stop. Less talk, more direct shots to your bread box, while despots turn the third rock into a sweatshop. We need room to breathe, sustenance for the soul. See the forest for the trees, feel the planet's push and pull. A few took a step and shook the globe, somewhere off the crooked road, facing tribulations out the book of Job. The aim's to clip cast and net strings attached. Hell's bells toll when you let your dreams lapse on the quest for greenbacks where kings clash. Set the scene, think fast, catch a flash of light and let the ink splash. Here we are past the point of no return. Nerves frayed, shocked, watching while the world slowly burns. The flesh turns to compost, to ashes in the urn. Flowers for the fallen, food to feed the maggots and the worms. Pause and reflect. Choked it out of sleep with death's claws on my neck. There's tattered rags waving in the dawn's early light, and swine pointing pistols at the songbird in flight. The empire's unhinged, the eagle's all bones, and wolves guard the global hen house we call home. Their minds eye closed as their power drive grew, but they'll never sap the essence from a flower like you. Once upon a sci-fi plot, shocked by the prospect of lying in the pine box, we saw the sky drop. The latest pretext to peek inside of my thoughts and treat the huddled masses like livestock. A wasteland of group thought and countless psyops where prying eyes watch, and use fear to clear the skies and the blind spots. Red and blue association games, Machiavellian methods and tools to short circuit the able brain. We wake up for a sec, they rock us back to sleep. Quantify our habits, feed the data to the beast. Pull strings, turn the public square into a circus, and salt psychic wounds that fester beneath the surface. It's all going smooth as tumblestone. Place one in the slingshot and name it that Goliath in the Thunderdome. Troubadour taught to place faith and love alone. Blood and bone, driven from the land of milk and honeycomb. Pause and reflect. Choked it out of sleep with death's claws on my neck. There's tattered rags waving in the dawn's early light, and swine pointing pistols at the songbird in flight. The empire's unhinged, the eagle's all bones, and wolves guard the global hen house we call home. Their minds eye closed as their power drive grew, but they'll never sap the essence from a flower like you.
The fledglings begin to exercise their well-feathered wings. By the time they can fly, they will be able to feed from flowers.
Come home, my children. The sun is gone down, and the dews of night arise. Leave off play, and let us away, till the morning appears in the skies.
I need to walk through the pale light that occupies the world,
and believe it when a drop of blood says, listen, paradise is never far away, and simpler than you think it, think it, think it, think it.
We have the feeling we are getting nowhere.
The warning is passed unnoticed.
All right. Live from the snake pit, equipped with free will to twist fate with. Dwarfed by the towers we build, let's switch places. Ever since I quit the day shift, my vision's LASIK. They give a man a shovel and pick to dig his grave with. The cruel subterfuge used to fuel hatred by the state sock puppets and pundits with two faces. Got us at each other's throats, father for the same tricks. Facing Earth's birth pangs and tectonic plate shifts. She gyrates, I watch her shake like jello mold. Walk across oceans, hopscotch archipelago goals. Well disposed to tell tales seldom told about worlds within worlds that can't be seen through your telescopes. If not the sacred, you can mold it how you see fit. Strip mine the globe, recode the double helix. Split atoms in half, reduce men to lab rats, and open up a Pandora's box of other secrets. Playing roles, plugging holes in the sinking ship. Ill-equipped to wield the power at our fingertips. Confronted by a diamondback in the wilderness that offered me the global village on a silver dish. I declined, said I won't be pushed, filed, stamped, index, brief, debriefed, or numbered bottom line. Divided by design, find peace of mind in the broken promised land where the blind lead the blind. The show's coming to a close, told what the future holds. Soul shedding human clothes, pulled from the crucible. A head full of dreams, a heart wrapped in razor wire. Throwing snakes in the stomach, acid lake of fire. When I was young, my hands slipped off the highest rung. I prepped the chemicals for liftoff and life begun. A fist-sized knot, fresh dip, extra dapper, slider glass, slipper run, and live happy ever after. Tell the second chapter about the light trapped inside the flesh and wolves running wild in the shepherd's pasture. Running from the violent flames and the hunger pangs, cleansed in the fire, baptized by the summer rain. Heads hung in shame, faces in our palms purge what no longer serves. Hatchlings turn to songbirds and try to paint a picture of a world beyond words. On terra firma, only love conquers monsters. Playing roles, plugging holes in the sinking ship. Ill-equipped to wield the power at our fingertips. Confronted by a diamondback in the wilderness that offered me the global village on a silver dish. I declined, said I won't be pushed, filed, stamped, index, brief, debriefed, or numbered bottom line. Divided by design, find peace of mind in the broken promised land where the blind lead the blind.
Tell us your date of birth. Tell us your place of birth. Tell us your marital status. Tell us your number of dependents. Tell us your social security number. Tell us your checking account number. Tell us your savings.
Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves.